What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the 94th episode of the Hot Takes podcast. It's our road to 100 episodes, and we are nearing the end. We got a very special episode for you guys today, as we are once again doing another spotlight interview, and boy, do we have a story for you guys today. My guest tonight is a local New Jersey rapper who, simply to say, has gone through a lot of shit. So without further ado, let me introduce you to him. Michael Schmidt, thank you for being here, otherwise known as Illschmitt.
Illschmitt from the 973.
973.
The lime lemon tray. First of all, thank you to my friend Steve, also See No Evil.
Yes.
Sitting on my left over here. Then we got Johnny Boy Horrigan with his HIR brand. I don't. Human Internal Revival,
yep.
Something like that. There you go. He's wearing a shirt right now. But
that's right. Always representing.
Thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, of course, man. I'm grateful that you decided to come on. I'm grateful for Steve as well for getting my attention towards you for this kind of thing. So this is going to be awesome. First thing I got to ask, Illschmitt. So where did that name come from, and what is 973?
973 is the area code that I'm from, Essex County, North Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So,
gotcha.
Yeah. 973, Illschmitt from the 973.
I like it.
Illschmitt, again, originally, all right, so when I was growing up, there's, a bunch of, different, artists and shit that, even, on YouTube, just, underground people who probably don't even make music anymore, they, I just don't want to knock this cup over.
Yeah.
That they, this guy, the Ill Lukey, right? So I was in, 6th, 7th grade. So, I kind of got that. It was the Ill Lukey, and it turned into Illschmitt, a couple of years later,
Okay.
And that's that, Ill, I always say fucking Illschmitt. Ill stands for, mental illness. That's what I, stand for, those fucking people.
Gotcha.
The outcast of the people.
Yeah, I like it.
I kind of outcasted myself at some points.
When did you get into the rap game, and when did you start songwriting and everything like that?
When I was in 5th grade.
5th grade.
5th grade, I started with freestyling. Seeing Eminem freestyle, fucking this guy Iron Solomon, shit like that. Just watching these freestyles on YouTube, and it's fuck, I want to do that. I want to learn how to do that. I want to get better at that. So me and my friends in 5th grade on the playground, we would be freestyling, and it was trash. But, nonetheless, when I'm walking home from school, I would be, coming up with little rhymes, walking down fucking Forest Avenue.
Dude, so basically...
I say fuck a lot, too. I'm sorry. It's part of, my
Oh, no, it's completely fine. Completely fine.
It's a word enhancer.
Yeah, so you've been basically practicing all your life for the most part since 5th grade. It's kind of crazy.
12 years old.
12 years old,
11,
right?
Yeah, 12 years old.
Okay.
I was old for my grade.
And would you say Eminem and the people you just said were your inspirations growing up, and maybe still to this day as well?
Well, I don't know. I feel everyone says, "Oh, who inspired you?" And it's through the years, different people inspired me. But yeah, first off the rip, yeah, fucking Eminem.
How can he be?
Old school, Eminem, the song, Just Don't Give a Fuck, right?
Right.
That shit's hard. And that's just the bottom line. So, again, seeing, freestyling, but not only him, this guy Iron Solomon, right?
Yeah, I've never heard of him before.
He's underground. I don't know if he's a thing anymore.
Yeah.
But hearing the freestyling, hearing the punchlines. I actually remember there was this video on YouTube called How to Rap or something, and it was just this guy spitting how to rap with punchlines. This guy's spitting fucking bars, and it's the type of shit that makes you go oh shit. You know what I mean? Someone says a dope line, and you're okay,
yeah.
That was fucking hard.
Yeah.
And still, even freestyling, the other day we were at Steve was doing a fucking show outside. There was a nice little freestyle circle, and it's dude, the best fucking high ever. Brought me back to a time when I was at PNC on the lawn seats, because I liked getting fucked up back then. And I saw some little rap circle of all these older guys, whatever, and I fucking hopped in, and I was fucked up, and I hopped in there and I spit some fucking bars, and when you get that oh shit reaction from a crowd or whatever.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
adrenaline. That's like right off the fucking rip, adrenaline. Like,
Hell
oh
yeah.
shit. And so like the same thing that happened the other day, you know, just like spitting bars and like getting like a reaction is like, hell yeah, that's dope. And like, so, you know, I honestly don't even remember what like brought me to that in this conversation right here, but like, yeah, pretty much like freestyling, you know, is how I like started off like this whole rapping thing.
Right. And when was the first time you released a song? Was it before this whole
I think I was in like,
or?
I was, yeah, 100%. I was in like 7th or 8th grade. I put this song out, and it was 2014 because that's what it's like labeled on SoundCloud. I think it's private. It was A Day in the Life, and I actually recorded it on a blue snowball, but not this kind, like the older kind with a different like plug on the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, recorded into Audacity. I got the fucking beat from Mr. Quest Beats on YouTube to MP3, put it in, wrote something, and that was it. But you know, that was 8th grade, and like, you know, 5th grade, 6th grade, you know, I would freestyle and I would write a little bit, but I feel like 7th grade was like the time when like I found out, hey, wait, this is therapeutic. Like when I'm going through something, if I'm feeling a certain way, I could write about this. And you know, so that's what, like, writing wise, I would say around like 6th, 7th grade, leaning towards 7th grade.
Okay. Is when you started taking it more seriously, you would say?
More or less.
More or less, right. Okay.
So, like, yeah, you know, because I just, like, have, like, I'm, like, having, like, flashbacks, right? Like, you know, I'll never forget this time I was with one of my friends at the time, who I'm not friends with anymore, unfortunately, but I just remember, like, freestyling, having some fucking beat playing on SoundCloud or YouTube, and, like, recording it into the phone, and, like, again, that first time you got, like, an, oh, shit! It was like, hell yeah,
Best
I like
feeling
that.
ever, yeah.
Yeah. So, there.
Okay. So what would you say is like your best song that you had out back in the day that you'll still listen to this day and be like, yeah, I was fucking, you know, spitting some good shit.
Like a lot of like songs that like I've had on SoundCloud, and because again, like SoundCloud and like YouTube were like the first like fucking things.
Yes, right.
Like, you know, there was no like DistroKid or anything to get your music on like a streaming service easily. But honestly, the best song back then that like the song Hard to Believe, and I'm pretty sure it's still on YouTube to this day under a different name, because Illschmitt didn't come around until like the name like Illschmitt didn't come around till honestly like a couple months before I got arrested and this whole fucking fiasco started.
Oh, okay.
But the song Hard to Believe, and I remember I wrote it when I was a freshman in high school, and I was geeking on Adderall. So I sat there and I fucking wrote it. And just like, you know, till this day, like I could like listen to that song and be like, hell yeah, like that was awesome. Like I'm happy that I wrote that.
Yes. And do you keep most of your tracks, if not all of them, to like look back on it all?
On Dropbox, yeah. I'm paying fucking monthly for Dropbox.
I do too. I do too, for all the videos and everything like that.
Even like,
yeah.
you know, some of the songs maybe like on my email, or maybe, you know, just lost in the fucking sauce somewhere along the line.
Okay. Now, so I want to get into the situation a little bit. But before I get into that, I want to ask, have you performed anywhere at all before?
I mean, like, you know, back in like high school when I was a freshman, which is like ironic, but like, yeah, back when I was a freshman, the day before I dropped acid for the first time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
Traumatizing.
Bad trip, or like what?
I wouldn't say necessarily a bad trip.
Yeah.
But it was certainly like, I don't know, maybe this isn't the right word for it, but like, yeah, traumatizing.
Okay. I mean, I feel like every single acid or shrimp
I was also
trip,
like 14 or 15.
That'll do it too. But either way, I think it'd either be
I
traumatizing
lost
or
my
not.
phone in like the middle of the woods when I was like coming up on the trip. And, you know, I found it, but, like, that was, like, a pretty, like, fucking,
yeah,
like,
you were probably shit.
It was Hilltop in Verona, North Jersey.
Okay. Was that, like, a camping ground or something?
Yeah, it was a reservation or something like that.
Okay. And with a couple of buddies and whatnot?
Yeah. 3 upperclassmen. So I was a freshman. I think they were seniors.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm a big fan of those kind of things as well. At festivals and whatnot, either acid or shrooms or whatnot, it's a great.
Well, I don't trip anymore, but this is just like shit in the past. Like, I don't get high.
Gotcha. So completely sober now?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good for you, man. That's awesome. All right. So I watched a video. Actually, Steve sent me it, and it was from What's Trending.
Oh.
And they basically covered this story, but they almost made it seem like that, you know, like they hated you almost.
Yeah,
in a sense.
I mean, like, that fucking reporter, she fucking sucks.
She sucks.
She's an asshole. And, like, you know, and again, like, at the end of the day, it's like you're some, like, fucking, like, 35, 40-year-old woman. You're getting older and you're talking shit about, like, a kid who just turned 18. That's a little, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, a lot of the shit she said, you know, just, yeah, you fucking suck. Like, again, like, for the record, like, on the record for the camera, like, nowhere in that song did I say, I'm going to shoot people, or, like, whatever, what she said. Like, completely misinformed, and it's like, you know.
Yeah.
She again, like, hey, like, if she ever saw this, like, from Illschmitt himself, like, you fucking suck.
She was trying to be, like, sarcastic and everything with her words and everything, like trying to make it funny and everything that.
She's getting old, and I mean, like, you know, like, again, like, she went on there and she said, I'm an incel? Are you kidding me? Like,
yeah, right.
Like, again, like, just straight, like, talking shit, and it's like, come on, man. Like, I've probably, like, slept with more women than your fucking father has. And it's like, why are you, like, pulling shit and, like, comparing me to, like, all these, like, different, like, this fucking minivan guy, and just like, come on, man, like, yeah, you know, you fucking suck.
So explain exactly what happened and what got the cops to your front door.
It's a very broad question.
So I'll ask you this at first. I have it down that from What's Trending that you went into a homeschooling program because of disciplinary actions and whatnot. So
yeah,
would it be wrong to say you were a troublemaking kid back in high school?
I would like to say that. I just didn't really give a fuck.
Okay.
And, like, again, this is back when I was, you know, a fucking kid. I mean, I just turned 22, right? So, like, this is, like, maybe, like, 3 or 4 years ago. And, like, high school, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say, like, oh, yeah, do exactly what I did in high school, right? And maybe I have my regrets. But, again, like, what I've done, like, throughout my whole life has, like, shaped me to who I am today.
Of
and, you know, like, the mistakes and everything with that, okay, like, you know, if you haven't fucked up in your life, you know, either you probably went to, like, a fucking Catholic school or you're full of shit.
Yeah.
And it's like the same thing with me. Like, you know, I've done my wrongs and I have some amends to make, but, you know, that's life. You know, but I'll be the first one to admit it. And that's like that's the bottom line. So, yeah, you know, I got, like, suspended a lot in school, and, like, maybe I was a little, you know, reckless. And
right. I like what you said there, because if you think that you've done nothing wrong in life, that alone is doing something wrong in life. Like, literally. Yeah. Like, you have to learn from whatever mistakes that you've done in the past and whatnot, you know? That's exactly what it is. It's all a learning experience, and you got to grow from that. What was the tipping point for the school that was like, all right, this kid's getting homeschooled now?
Just, like, you know, the fucking trouble that I put myself through.
So,
like, bullshit.
Yeah.
So, like, I got suspended one last time for 7 days, and, you know, I just never came back.
How many times were you suspended, would you say? Not
I don't know.
Too much to count, sort of deal?
I don't know. I'll never forget, like, my old, like, principal. And by the way, last time I saw my two principals was in court. I remember, I'll never forget, because, like, honestly, like, to this day, like, I kind of get a kick out of this, and it's like like one of those things that, like, okay, you could laugh at, but it's, like, kind of sad, right?
Okay.
Or it's, like, kind of like, damn, like, you know, maybe it didn't have to be like that, but because of, like, poor decisions I've made, okay. But I'll never forget him, like, pulling out, like, some random folder and being like, you know, this is, like, a normal, like, this is, like, an average kid's, like, discipline folder, right? Mm-hmm. And he pulled out, like, this fucking, like, thick stack of papers for me, and, like, I'm pretty sure, like, I laughed. I was like, yo, like, what the fuck? But, like, yeah, you know, I definitely was a distraction for other students.
To put it in, like, simplest terms, sort of deal. Yeah, right. Okay, so how was that homeschooling experience like? Did it suck? Did it suck not being able to socialize with friends and everything?
Honestly, I've read a lot about, like, cryptocurrency during that, because I had my laptop. That was, like, around the time of,
so
like,
you were fucking ahead of the game before a lot of people.
Well, that was around the time of, like, the 2017 fucking crypto Bitcoin boom, whatever. But honestly, the best homeschooling experience was on house arrest.
Okay.
Yeah. on house arrest because I would go down to the library across the street from the place I got, like across the street from the fucking police station that got me, West Colton Police. And that was a voice crack there. This guy, I'll say his first name, John, right? He was such a fucking dweeb, but he was like so funny. And like, you know, that was just like a good time. You know, I had like, at the time I had like my medical marijuana card so I could like openly talk about it. And this guy, like, and I wasn't allowed to use a computer, let alone like go on fucking social media. So like this guy, I would have to tell him like what to write for like the report, and he would write it. And that was like, looking back at that, I could kind of like laugh at that.
Yeah, right. What was the reasoning why you couldn't use a laptop? I could understand the social media thing.
I was just not allowed to use electronics.
Really?
Yeah.
That was from like your lawyer and whatnot, like suggesting that?
That was pre-trial services, so like conditioning, like the conditions, right? So like I would have to go to the Veterans Courthouse in Newark like every week or every 2 weeks, and like I swear to God, my fucking PO, shout out to Sebastian, would he would like read down a list of all like my terms that I had to like follow as like pre-trial release is like, okay, like you're not on probation, but instead of sitting in jail, we'll let you out on pre-trial whatever.
Right.
Not to be confused with PTI, which I got denied for. But he would be like, oh, like stay off like, you know, like part of the conditions, but stay off like certain like website, whatever, like including like, and he would say SoundCloud. So it's like whenever I would get like if he wasn't there that day and I would get like another like PO, they would like read it, like I would get a kick out of it because they're probably thinking like, what the fuck is this? Like, what did this fucking kid do?
Right. Now, what you did do was release this song on SoundCloud, and it was basically considered a threat to the school, according to the school, and they called the police, right?
Yeah, I would say it was like a knee-jerk reaction. Now, like that, I'll never forget that fucking morning, because like if I went back in time, like if I built a time machine and I went back and I was like, hey, like Mike, by the way, like, you know, when you post this song, like your life's gonna change forever, because like that's what happened. That's the reality of it. My life fucking changed forever. I remember waking up that morning, and this is like around the time when, like, honestly, like that, like XXXTentacion, like that fucking like scream rap shit, like, you know, and you know, there's like, as like, I guess like grimy as it was, like there was a certain like underlying of like, you know, like this is so ridiculous that it's kind of fucking funny. Like this is so like, okay, like it's like, it's so ridiculous, like this fucking whatever, like that it's like I kind of get a kick out of it. It's hard, you know, like these people, like this guy fucking drop top golf cart or whatever the fuck his name is, you know, he would release these fucking scream rap songs, like some fucking like, and he's doing pretty well for himself right now, you know, and I liked that shit. I liked, you know, not like shock value. That's what it would be. Like the shock value of it was like very you know, intriguing to me. Like saying shit that like, you know, is like whew.
Right.
So I woke up that morning and I went on my laptop and typed in like, I think Ronnie J type beat, and fucking Tree Time popped up, you know, this guy on YouTube, and you know, fuck Tree Time. But you know, I threw it into Logic, and like, you know, contrary to like whatever the fuck anyone said, like I've like freestyled the song. I just like kind of like, it was like a one take sort of thing. Like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna do this. I was like just only in my boxers, right? And it was just like funny. I remember like finishing the fucking song and like laughing, being like, wow, like, and it actually kind of sounds bad right now, but like, you know, I remember laughing and be like, holy fuck, this is like so ridiculous, like
ridiculous out there, and you wanted
just ridiculous as in like I'm fucking screaming into this microphone, like half the shit was mumbling, so like you can only imagine like, you know, what they like, dude, like imagine being in court and like having like some douchebag prosecutor like read the lyrics that they typed out, and like what they're getting out of like whatever the fuck you said when you like, I knew, like I like just like mumbled some shit. Like I remember sitting in solitary confinement and being like, what the fuck did I say in that song? Because I mean, like, you know, I don't know about anybody else, but like when I freestyle, when I rap, like I don't remember that shit. I don't, like, maybe I'll remember a bar or so, but like I don't remember the fucking. And I wish, you know what I mean? Like, I wish I could, like, you know, spit some shit, you know, because there's a lot of times when, like, I'll be freestyling and I will be like, wow, like, imagine I recorded that. Like, I'd be fucking chilling on a beach somewhere.
Right. Now, that song was a freestyle. It's just whatever just came up on top of your head.
Right on top of my fucking head.
And so
piece.
You started it that morning and finished it that morning with that
like
track.
It was like, you know, like however long the fucking beat was. I think I put like overdrive on it and fucking put it on SoundCloud so I could listen to it in my fucking car.
Right, gotcha. And there wasn't a thought in your mind about what could happen.
Again, like if you went back in time and said, hey, Mike, this song is going to be like taken as like a school shooting threat, I'd be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's a fucking SoundCloud song.
Right. And even, so it's just crazy to me that they took it. What exactly did they take as a threat, though?
I don't know. What the fuck did that article say? You're going to get cracked on the head? Like,
yeah, you'll get cracked in the head. Something about you fucking
Chapo
pussies or something like that. I don't even know.
I don't think I said pussy in the song.
No?
I definitely didn't.
They might have said that in that video.
Of course. I mean, what's trending? They also
What's
said,
trending, yeah. Okay.
I think her name's like Christine, like, you know.
Maybe because
she fucking sucks. Straight up. Like, she's like some fucking, like, worn out fucking reporter still trying to make it. She's like 40 years old at this point.
Right.
You know, like,
do you think
double Snapchat filter, Instagram filter?
Yeah. What do you think that because you were not all the words were like comprehensible maybe at times, like you were saying before?
I mean, like, dude, again, like,
interpreted it as something else.
Dude, I'm telling you, I fucking even when I got out and I like somehow like managed to listen to the song, wink wink, you know, I just remember being like, I didn't fucking say anything in this.
Yeah.
You know, I like, what did I say? Like exactly, like, what the fuck did I say that was so detrimental? You know what I mean?
Right. And what happened? Were you promoting it at all on social media and everything?
I put it on I put it on SoundCloud. I think I put it on Twitter. Like, you know, like what any other fucking, you know,
like what I do with the podcast. Like, I'll post it on Instagram. Yeah,
you put it. You copy the fucking link. You put it on Facebook. You put it on fucking Instagram. Whatever. I don't even think I put it on Instagram. Put it on fucking Twitter. You put it on. I put it on Twitter and I put it on my Snapchat story.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. And I guess the wrong person saw it, took it the wrong way.
Well, I mean,
let the parent know, let the principal know.
You gotta, like, you know, most of the people I went to school with, like, their worst day of their life was like, oh, they didn't get a snow cone after their baseball game. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know, it's just like, you know, me. It's all about me, right? So you're gonna like take something, oh, this is about me, or oh, this is threatening, this is scary, like, you know, we have to tell our parents. I have to tell mommy and daddy.
Right. Did how long did it take for the cops to show up?
Probably posted the song at like 11 a.m. and like at 3 o'clock I was sitting in a police interrogation room.
Jesus Christ.
So like it all happened very quickly.
How long were you in the holding cell for?
Well, it wasn't a holding
interrogation.
Yeah, it was like back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like definitely went over to like, because I was in like, they call it the Green Monster. I found that out after Essex County Jail in Newark. I went over there at about like 12 o'clock at night. So, you know, say I went to the police station at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and I was in there, like, you know, getting, and the thing with like that whole fucking thing was, it was like, you know, I went to the police station so I could be like, okay, like, let me clear this up, because like obviously like this fucking game of telephone got a little fucked up along the way, so I'm gonna like, let me go like tell you guys like dude, everything's good, like I'm fucking chilling at my friend's house right now, like I'm not doing like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. And
so when you know, the school officer, who also, you know, took my $5 and I never got it back, or my iPhone anyways, but you know, when I like kind of like got like the hint from him that like, wait a minute, like this guy's not trying to help me clear this up, this guy's trying to like pin something on me.
Yes, right.
I kind of was like, okay, like maybe I gotta call David, my lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Did you know right away when you were getting arrested what it was for? Did they let you know, or did you just assume what it was?
Well, I mean, like, the thing was, so I was at my friend's house, and I'll never forget. Like, I'm smoking this fucking blunt, and I get a text from my cousin, and he's like, "Yo, like, people are scared," and like, honestly, I didn't know what they were scared about. I thought like maybe like, okay, like Schmidt's gonna kill himself or something stupid. They think like this is gonna happen. I'm like, whoa! I remember throwing the blunt down on the fucking rug and being like, I get a call from my mom or a text from my mom saying like, like this, that, and the third's going on, and like this shit like fucking went 0 to 100 really quickly.
It must have been a long ass day for you, for sure. I mean, how?
Nah.
Nah.
No, I'm fucking with you. I did a lot of napping in the holding cell once all of that interrogation shit was over.
Yeah. Were like the cops like aggressive with you? Did they take you as like a threat sort of deal?
I mean, like the reality of it was like I fucking wasn't.
Right.
There was this one cop who, he offered me like a slice of pizza. It's up to fucking interpretation. You know, like what the fuck was that slice of pizza for? You know what I'm fucking going through right now? But maybe I should have took it. Maybe not.
So you didn't?
No,
you
hell
didn't take
no.
it. Gotcha.
Fucking kidding me?
So
not.
So you decide not to say anything anymore in the interrogation room because you feel like they're gonna pin you down for something that you might have said wrong or just misworded or whatever.
Well, I knew they were trying to get me for some shit. I mean, like when you call the whole fucking SWAT team, like somebody's got to pay for it.
Yeah, right. How long did it take for your lawyer to show up, and then when did the whole court process happen?
The whole court process? What do you mean?
Well, did you have to go to court about all this?
Oh, 100%.
So, like, how was it? Weeks, months? How did it go?
I mean, so this all started like in 2018, and I finally got sentenced to probation or whatever. Like February 10th or something of 2020. So it went on for like 2 years, and a lot of like pushing back court dates. But like initially, I went to I went in fucking on that Saturday, and I had my bail hearing that Friday.
Okay, so you were able to go home afterwards, but be on had the ankle bracelet on. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So it was like a week or whatever, and on house arrest. So I was on house arrest for a year, and then after that I was on house arrest, but they took the bracelet out, so I may or may not have skedaddled around some places.
Right. Now, I was reading up that you were facing a decade.
I was facing 15 years in prison.
Facing 15 years.
Yeah, so when I got arraigned for second-degree false public alarm, which is like yelling fire in a movie theater, and third-degree terroristic threats.
Oh my God. And how were you feeling when you heard 15 years? Were you freaking out? Were you pissed?
Well, it was definitely very, very surreal. Like, what the fuck is happening right now? But honestly, I made light out of it, and not like making jokes about it, maybe a little, but just the things that I've went through during that time. It was very bittersweet, very magical at times, and very shaping at other times.
I could only imagine how it was. I would be freaking the fuck out, dude. I would be freaking out. Not necessarily because, especially the fact that you meant nothing by the song and everything like that, and they're targeting you for this or that. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with everybody? I would be pissed at people. I would be pissed at the school, to be honest with you, or the kid that sent the song in.
Well, it was multiple parents,
It was, okay.
I mean, there was a concert going on that day at the school, and I mean, I didn't fucking know.
Right.
It was a Saturday. It's just one thing led to another, and here I am.
Yeah. Do you agree with what the school did now, nowadays? Because you had school shootings and stuff like that happen.
I mean, a school shooting fucking happens every 2 weeks at this point.
Well, right, exactly. So do you understand?
I mean, like, okay, like, I could see why, like, maybe they could have, like, maybe reached out or something. Hey, what's going on? I mean, like, not for nothing, like, people do, like, some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Like, all around. So it's like, wait a minute, like, you gave this kid a fucking, like, suspension for, like, some stupid shit, and, like, you're gonna put my face all over the news and, send fucking emails to every parent in fucking Caldwell, West Caldwell, and, like, let everybody know that the threat's okay, or there's no more threat. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And again, like, it's something that I could get, like, very passionate about, because, like, at the end of the day, it's like, all of these, like, people would be like, yeah, like, hang that fucking kid. And, like, you could say that until it's your fucking kid.
Right.
And then, like, little Jimmy does nothing wrong. He made a mistake. So, like, okay, was it a grounds for concern? Like, maybe. Mm-hmm. Because, this is the main thing. If you left it alone, nothing would have happened.
Right.
And it just becomes, like, a certain point. Okay, like, how far does somebody have to go to, like, cause, like, a threat, or, like, or how much information do you have to gather until you could say, okay, like, maybe there's grounds for something here.
Right.
Because, like, like, to me, like, okay, like, people are, like, fucking bugging out. But here's the thing, like, again, the game of telephone, like, it took. Because, like, okay, all this happened in February, and, like, BuzzFeed picked all that shit up in June. And it took, like, no one fucking mentioned, oh, it was a SoundCloud song. No, the fucking district attorney of Essex County went on fucking whatever fucking news channel he went on and said, listen, Michael Schmidt pointed a gun at the camera and said, I'm going to shoot you guys up. And it's like, whoa. But the problem is, and this is, like, with everything, like, nowadays, like, there is no accountability for him. Like, oh, he made a mistake,
Right.
But, I have to live with that. And again, like, I'm not the fucking victim. It's just, like, if it was anybody else, again, like, I've heard, like, what if this was my kid? And at the end of the day, I just turned 18. Like, technically, I was a senior at high school. Like, the same people that are supposed to, like, protect the kids, whatever the fuck, like, are trying to get, the fucking, whatever, the district guy of the fucking school systems, like, went to court on my arraignment when I'm in my fucking jumpsuit, like, when, that video of me standing next to my lawyer, he was in the back left corner, like, reading a fucking letter to the judge explaining why I'm a threat and that I should be, like, kept in jail, this, that, and the third. And, like, I don't know about you, but I'm not, like, trying to go to fucking jail.
No.
You know what I mean? Right. I'm not, let alone, like, in fucking Newark. That's just not what I'm trying to do.
Hell no.
Like, and especially, like, dude, like, okay, it was only a week, right? But, like, at the time, I'm sitting in solitary confinement, and all I know is, Friday you have your hearing for bail, and they may give it to you, they may not, because at this point they're saying I'm fucking doing some shit that I'm like, whoa, and especially since, like, there was no way for me to say anything or, like, defend myself. I'm in there, and, like, if the fucking CO wants to say I'm a fucking bomber or whatever, because if you go on Essex County inmate look up, like, it doesn't say, oh, kid made a threat, or no, it says I placed a false bomb. How the fuck am I supposed to get a job with that?
Right.
And it's okay, if I placed the false bomb, okay, but I didn't fucking do that. I put a song on fucking SoundCloud and went about my merry way.
I can't believe how much it escalated.
So it's like, like, who's the real fucking criminal here? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, right.
Because you're fucking, like, slandering a fucking kid. You're putting out all this false information, and it's like, have you ever seen that South Park episode where it's like the guy laying naked on a rug, and he's like, we're sorry.
Yeah, the BP guy, yes.
Yeah, it's like, that's basically what, we're sorry. So, again, like, like, fast forward, like, like 2 years, I ended up taking a fucking plea, to get probation. They dropped one of the charges. They made the false public alarm a third-degree charge, so there was no mandatory prison time, and I took a plea for probation, because, God forbid, I got some fucking soccer mom in the jury saying, no, my little fucking Jimmy could have been, at risk. Like, fucking throw him in prison.
Right. Now, you're about to be done with probation now.
Yeah.
How's that feeling like? Are you fucking psyched or what? Or has not much changed for you?
I mean, at this point, like, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah,
Put me on
right.
probation for another year.
Right. But you have to be happy though, right? That it's going to be past you.
Like, the thing is, like, I feel like this has been, like, past me more or less. Like, maybe, like, honestly, like, once I moved down here, it was kind of like, okay, like, this is kind of like past me. And again, once I'm off probation, like, the opportunities, like, can open up a little bit more. Like, maybe I can, like, dip out of state,
right,
and never come back to Jersey.
right. And that's something you currently can't do right now, right? You can't do that.
No.
Was it hard? So you're in Freehold now?
No.
Where are you now?
I live by Asbury.
Oh, you're in Asbury now.
Not in Asbury, by Asbury.
By Asbury. Okay, gotcha. And was that difficult to, like, even move and whatnot?
No.
Where it wasn't?
No.
I thought they would be following you, like, step by step. So
honestly, my fucking PO now, like, some shit happened with that, like, last week. They almost put a warrant out for my arrest because, once again, no accountability for, like, whatever, the probation office or whoever the fuck works for, my PO changed back in March, and, like, no one told me. I'm leaving fucking voicemails to some guy that don't even work there anymore, and I get a call, like, again, a week or two ago, I'm at work, and they're like, oh, yeah, like, we're just giving you a courtesy call. Like, you haven't called since March. We're putting a warrant out for your arrest. And I brought up a lot of, like, old feelings because it was like, holy again, like, when there's, like, times like that, I don't know about anybody else, but, like, okay, when, like, something like that happens and it's, like, it risks, like, putting me, getting me fucking locked up, like, all I want to do is go home and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Because it's just, like you don't feel secure. I didn't feel secure. It's, like, scary. So I'm fucking calling this PO, like, the probation office, like, talking to the supervisor, and downloading, like, my fucking T-Mobile call records and shit, just trying to, prove that, hey, I've been calling.
Yeah.
Because they're like, at first, like, she's like, no, you haven't. Like, I'm like, I've left voicemails, this, that, and the third. And they're like, no, you haven't. And so I was kind of getting, like, bringing up old feelings. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm thinking in the back of my head, wait a minute, do I have to call my lawyer? Like, is this going to have to be a fucking thing again? Like, this, that, and the third. Anyways, my new PO, awesome.
That's good.
Shout out to Yuli.
Did you end up calling your lawyer again for it?
No.
You didn't? All right. No. Okay, gotcha. Now,
I still owe money.
Gotcha. Releasing songs now.
Yeah.
Have you been making music about this?
Yes.
Lots of it?
About this? Yeah. It's again, it's like work in the process. I took a little hiatus, like, maybe this past year. Like, maybe not so much of, a hiatus, but focusing on other things. I moved down here about, like, a year and a half ago or so to get clean, sober. So I had to focus on other stuff because, again, like, the past, like, 3 fucking years of my life at that point were, like, sitting in a basement recording songs, like, getting high.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I took a little break, but, like, then again, I say this to everybody, like, you can't run from this. You could run, but you can't hide. When it comes to hip hop, not this fucking court shit. When it comes to hip hop, when it comes to writing and rapping, like, no matter, I could say I'm fucking done with this, whatever. And when I hear a beat come on in the car, like, even if I'm alone, I'm gonna start spitting to myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna start writing. I'll always, like, have some attachment in a way. And that's what I've done this year. Like, again, to say, like, I haven't recorded would be a lie. Like, I've been recording. Maybe not so much, because, like, when I was on house arrest, I was recording a song every day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had nothing but time. This time around, I keep my schedule a little bit, more full than, like, being confined to my basement at my mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely.
What songs have you released recently?
Because
I know I saw the one always have a friend.
Yeah, always have a friend in me. So that was something I actually recorded. Like, when I think of that song, I think of, like, being in, like, Hoboken when I was on house arrest. So, like, back when I was on house arrest, I met some people, and they had, like, this, like, this record label it's not really like, a thing anymore, a smoker's cough, but they were able to like, that's how I graduated high school. When I was a senior in high school, I had work study. How did I fucking, get my work credits? I would go to Hoboken to their studio at the Norman Leather Factory, and I would record, and that was, high school credits for me. And like, wow. Like even saying that now, like, it's kind of funny, but like, that's how I graduated high school,
Yeah.
Like, shout out to fucking Matt Miller, like, helped me out a lot when it comes to, that whole shit, because like my first like month or two of house arrest, dude, that fucking, that, talk about a fucking broken soul. Right. You know what I mean? Like, everybody fucking thinks I'm a monster. Like, like, I wanted to fucking die. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to be here. Are you kidding me? Fuck that. 15 years in prison. See you later. Right. And that's just the reality of it, because I've, dealt with shit like that, especially like drug abuse and like family with drug abuse, and just like, again, like a dark cloud over you. Like, what the fuck is going on? How did I end up here? This wasn't supposed to happen. Right. This was not where I wanted to be. And, I'm, again, like this guy, Matt Miller, also like, his old like rapper name, rap name, GDP, somebody I listened to when I was, growing up. So to have like, to be able to like build a connection with somebody who at one point was like one of like my like look up to rappers, mm-hmm. It's like, okay, like, and he's done a lot for me, especially like back then. He did a fucking lot for me. And again, getting me out of the fucking house to this studio in Hoboken, and just like having a key to it and being able to fucking take an Uber there and be like, I'm good. I call my PO, I'm going to work. That was very magical. And again, like, if he, like, Matt Miller was fucking, he got me on he like arranged like the BuzzFeed thing, helped me get my story out there even just a little bit, because like at the end of the day, before any of that shit happened, I was just some fucking asshole kid who pointed a gun at a camera and said, I'm going to kill all of you. So like, talk about like a fucking, like public crucifixion, Right.
From that, did you lose any friends from that or anything of that nature? Like, did people not trust you anymore as far as friends? Yeah. Yeah. Like, a lot of them? Or yeah. Wow. That's fucking crazy, man. And I the craziest thing about this all, in my opinion, is how it escalated to what it was, and they didn't even give you some sort of like...
I can like understand, like maybe like send a cop to the school or whatever, send a cop to my house, a whole fucking SWAT team, you're bugging.
So, a whole SWAT team is nuts. Yeah, that's wild.
Like, dude, they were ready. Like, they wanted to fuck. They were like, they've been eyeing these fucking toys for like whatever long. Like,
yeah,
and they're like,
right.
I want to fucking, like, because again, like, what the fuck are these guys in Caldwell really doing? Like, pulling someone over, some college kid over for fucking drinking? That's just right. They don't got a lot going on.
Well, dude, what I was gonna say was, what if they just reached out to you, like, however way they
that's what I've been saying.
Like, why didn't they just reach out to you?
But instead, they chose the route they wanted to take, and at this point, like, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Whatever happened. I wish I could build a time machine and like, just do something differently, but I can't. But I don't know, like, and I think, like, sometimes, like, I really do think, like, how could, because again, like, as much as I was a troublemaker in fucking school, I wasn't a bad troublemaker, if that makes any sense. Like, I got in trouble a lot, this, that, and the third, but like, I was tight with like fucking my principals and like vice principals and like a lot of the teachers, and you either loved me or you hated me. Mm-hmm. And like, thankfully, a lot of these teachers did like, have some love for me. I appreciate them still, even like, my librarian, but how do you like sleep at night? Or like, how do you, are you just cool with that? Oh yeah, we fucked this kid's life up for a little bit. Like, because again, like, one of like many things could have happened. Like, I could be fucking somewhere right now, fucking in prison for 15 years for some dumb shit. Mm-hmm. I could be strung out on drugs somewhere. I could have fucking, offed myself. I could have done like so many things. Like, thank God the people I had in my life and the things, like the moves that I've made, maybe not all of them were 100% correct. However, thank God it brought me to where I am now, because I am okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. And that's the bottom line. Like, this isn't affecting me in my life. Like, don't get me wrong, like, fucking ACAB. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fuck with cops. Like, I can't. I'll be driving now and I don't want to get fucking pulled over. Yeah. I don't want to talk to a cop. If I see a cop, hi, how you doing? I'll fucking swoon you, whatever. But, like, I just can't. Certain things like that I just can't do. Mm-hmm. And it's just, it is what it is, you know? But, yeah.
The support system for you must have been a huge factor for you.
For sure. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, having those people having your back and everything like that was probably one of the biggest things, no?
Yes.
Yeah, and it probably kept you going.
Yeah. No, dude, again, like, having, like, this little, like, fucking, like, glimmer of, like, wait, maybe stars aligned. Everything that happened for a reason, so I could pursue music and rapping and doing what I've been doing my whole fucking life. Maybe this is all stars aligning, and this is what I'm supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And that fucking kept me alive.
Right.
That's the God honest truth. Because, like, I could have done one of many things.
Right.
And again, like, I don't want to come and say, like, oh, I'm the victim. Like, fuck all of you. Like, everyone did what they had to do. At the end of the day, everyone was doing a job, right? Everyone's working, whatever. I can have my opinion, and they can have their opinion. But thank God that I'm okay. And thank God the things that have happened were able to,
make you grow more rather than
exactly
putting
like,
you backwards.
The amount of growth that I've gotten from this experience. Again, I have, like, this one fucking song that I recorded, like, back, whatever, and it was like, like, whatever, like, I learned more at 18. I learned more in the summer than most people learn in their entire lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that says enough.
Yeah, definitely. Now you have a new because I was looking at your Instagram today too, not off topic but still on the rap talk and whatnot. You're releasing a new song too that See No Evil helped you produce, correct?
Dude, See No Evil is the fucking man.
I agree.
He's the fucking man. Like, and not like, he's a friend. He's a great friend, and, like, I'm happy to have met him in my life, because, again, like, you got to surround yourself with people with the same motives and the same, like, you gotta he believes in me, and I appreciate that, because, like, I feel like everybody in their life just needs a fucking dream and someone to appreciate them and someone to believe in them. And that could go a lot.
Absolutely.
Again, like, way back then, all the way back to fucking Matt, someone who believes in you, and that could take you pretty far.
Say the person's name again that got you into the BuzzFeed. It was an article or video that got your story out.
Yeah, well, like, the guy who interviewed me was Tyler Kincaid, and again, like, let's just say let's bring it up to, like, Smoker's Cough, right? This, like, label Smoker's Cough, Essex County. Mm-hmm. This guy Pistol and this guy, GDP Matthew Miller.
Right.
Like, they put everything, together.
They put it together in place and everything and got your story out.
Yeah, like, more or less. And, like, again, like, I can't thank them enough for that. Especially just, again, like, someone fucking believing in you, let alone someone you looked up to in the past who had no idea who the fuck you were. And, now it's like a name to name basis.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's incredible what he did for you and everything like that with getting your story out there and bringing you to that studio to help you finish school and everything like that.
Yeah, right. Credits. Like, that's just the funniest fucking thing ever.
I think that's the most incredible part, because you're doing what you love.
But not only that, it's like the same shit that they got me fucking all this fucking hoopla about. Like, by the way, like, here, like, I graduated high school, like, suck a dick. Right.
That's incredible, man. Dude, I am truthfully so happy for you that you grew from this experience in the best way possible. It's seeming like you're still doing your music and everything like that. It didn't, stop you from or made you afraid of ever making music again.
Yeah, no, whatnot. I mean, like, if anything, it just made me want to,
do it more?
More or less, like, yeah, like, talk more shit. But, like, not only that, because, like, it's not all about that, like, talking shit. But, like, dude, like, believe me, like, I would love to, like, come on and be like, yo, like, fuck you, whatever, I'll crack your fucking head like an egg, bitch, or, like, some stupid shit like that. But, like, it's more than that. It's deeper than that.
most of your songs that you release out, are they mainly freestyles for the most part, or no, they aren't? Okay, all right, because you had me under the impression for a sec that freestyle was like your thing. Is that what you like to do more often than not?
Shouts out to John. Again, like, freestyling has always like been like the main like hoopla. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, you know, I don't go on a fucking microphone like and record like a freestyle off the top of the dome and say, I'm gonna put this on spot or whatever. You know, I mean, I feel like they're two separate things for me.
Oh, I think they are too.
But
I definitely think they are.
I love them equally for their own fucking. It's like owning a dog and owning a cat. You love them both.
Right. Could you freestyle a little bit for us right now?
What do you have, like an instrumental or something? Or
I could put one on, or yeah, Steve, if you want to put one on. Let me ask you this: how often do you freestyle? How much do you keep it fresh in your head, like to
I freestyle like things? More or less like every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah. No. Let's rock out. Yo, enter the dojo.
Oh no!
Oh, I knew it. I got a flow that's knocking cups off the fucking table. I spit a fable to your motherfucking face. Leave your mouth dull like you got that lidocaine. Yo, so put the fucking mic away when you see me, cause I'ma pick up motherfucking microphones. I said, you leave Mike alone, get me off the news. I ain't been on the news in a couple fucking, but it's fucking fine when I'm coming with the rhymes. I could do a type of flow that blow your fucking mind. I got the dogs all barking upstairs. If you step to me with flows, I'm gonna make you scared like, wait, I gotta get into this shit. I said, bring it up. I'm still fucking listening. It's a little different. Oh, we changed the beat up. Every time I pick up microphones, I beat the beat up. I keep on moving when it comes to fucking speakers, speeches. Motherfuckers never gonna get me. I'm gonna wet you like I got your girl next to me, and you gonna fucking quit your whole team. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit my goals twice. I said, I said, let me hold your phone, put it right here. Buzzing off like I'm Buzz Lightyear. Nah, never days where I'm sipping light beer. I'ma be colder than the fucking Everglades. I've never been afraid, but even if I do, I still gonna go back to school. Teach you how to rap, motherfucker. Yeah. I could go off the top. I could do this shit. Shout out to Corwell Cops. They all locked me up, but I'm coming back with the bars that are tough. If you ever wanna step to me, you're gonna quit your whole. Matter of fact, quit my day job. Yo, quit my day job. I'm just trying to do some shit to get my bring it back. And I still spit a rap though. Back in the days when I used to sniff capsules. Now I only got a rap for my life though. Motherfuckers tried to say that I'm psycho, and even if this shit keep on recording, I could show these motherfuckers I'll be out in the orbit like I'm planet Earth. And motherfuckers coming up to me, they so urgent. I put the work in, wordsmith. I'ma do this shit so absurd with. I can show you motherfuckers what the work is. You just a servant. You on the sidelines, you observing, I'm backing it. I said I break my fucking back with this. I'm coming in with the craft, show you motherfuckers all. I can make you all laugh, sit down like it's stand up. Yo, I said they put me in the handcuffs. Yo, I said, yo, the man had enough, but I'm coming in with bars that are tough. Throw a tantrum. I said, I walk up in the fucking show looking at the whole lineup. Your band sucks. I'm trying to get my fucking bands up. I'm trying to get some fucking cash because I'm sick of busting ass at a damn job at a fucking warehouse. I'm weared out. I show these motherfuckers I can do it from North Jersey, Essex County down to Ware Town, South Jersey down to Cape May. Yo, I know you hate me, but I'm coming back. Yo, coming with the raps. If you want to change the fucking beats, you can. Go extinct like the fucking, toucan. Yo, I got two mans. Yo, draw a fucking line in the sand. Don't cross it. I've been exhausted, but I could rap till the day I lost it. Tossing in my fucking sleep every night. Yo, I'm picking up the mic when I write shit down. Yo, it's tight. Listen, I could spit the type of fucking shit that make you dig it. Motherfuckers start digging like a hole. Sell my fucking soul like a black hole. Small fish like a fucking tadpole. Coming in, Illschmitt, bout to kill a shit. The young militant, bout to make a million. When it come to fucking raps, I said, off the top, yo, shut your fucking gap if you ever wanna spit spit out your flows, I'ma look at you and say, bro, that was all cap. I said they go and spit writtens. Me, I come in, Illschmitt never finish. Yo, I said I'm with fucking Frank. I'm trying to stack my money in the bank. Super Smash Bros, Ultimate. Yo, I'm coming in this shit. You still falling it? Nah, Charmander with the heat. Motherfuckers all can't step to me. I said, get vasectomies and stop your whole life. I'ma reach my fucking goals, reach my goal twice. Trying to sell my fucking soul. Just kidding, motherfucker. I'm a state stone cold like the Stone Pony. Shout out Asbury. Yo, you got some shit on your fucking ass like a damn dingleberry. And that was fucking corny. But I'ma spit the flows and make all the hoes adore me. Yo, you probably fucking suck like a glory hole. I'm just out here trying to get my fucking story told. Yo, I said, looking at the MacBook. Yo, how many fucking MacBooks have I took in my life? I'm just kidding, I ain't snitching. I'ma show these motherfuckers all never finish. Yo, I said, put you in submission. I'm just trying to fucking send out my submissions to the playlist. Yo, you motherfuckers all hate this. I could keep on rapping. Yo, add a little flavor. Change the fucking beat or do whatever you want. It's all fine by me. You can make a fucking beatbox with your fucking mouth, and I still got the bars that could rock the whole house. Shout out to John, and he making numb shirts. I'ma show you all. He'll show you what it is to put in work. Got Cino to my motherfucking left. You think I'm fucking good? Well, he the fucking best. Yo, he could take your breath away. Yo, I said, nah, matter of fact, my brain looking like some Play-Doh. So take a minute and take a fucking minute just to listen. Yo, I'm coming in with flows to make a fucking dope fiend start kicking just to get up to this. Motherfuckers know, yeah, you can't fuck with this. Yo, most rappers nowadays all suck a dick. Yo.
Hell yeah.
Yo.
I could keep going.
Yeah, you keep going.
I could keep going. Whatever it is. What is it, Frank?
How long of a freestyle have you ever done in your life?
I don't fucking
We got
know.
like 40-minute ones on my phone.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
Sounds like a challenge.
It sounds like you could go for fucking forever,
That's
dude.
what we do like 30 minutes at lunch every day.
Yeah, like
That
with
is-
freestyle, whatever. But you know, yeah, dude, I would keep going. Just to you gotta warm up a little bit, get your feet wet. I got my.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that. Yeah,
You're good. You're good.
Literally
My-
spilled water on the kid right as he started freestyling, but
Spilled
still
water
didn't
on the
fuck up
kid.
anything. That's right.
Showing up with your daughter in this shit. All I do is spit. You look like type of dudes that would rock a cardigan. That's like so slow, so low. My boy Steve Mancino making up that lo-fo, a lo-fi beat. Yo, I'm so defiant. I'm just looking back at the days when the court fried me. Oh, is this another beat? Alright, yo. So, who like that freedom of the speech? Who wanna kick it with Illschmitt at the beach? Asbury, Madison Ave. I'm still trying to get as fat as my dad. I'm just joking, yo. We ain't fucking fat, but we bring this shit back and we make it boom bap like the beat. Yo, so listen to my speech or open up your eyes, man. You could see things with your iris. Yeah, you know Illschmitt so inspiring. Yo, and if you thinking it's a sad sob story, motherfucker, play the world's smallest violin. Like that's a SpongeBob motherfucking reference. I could spit the best shit. They want me fenced in. Oh, it's kind of funny when it comes to this shit that like Illschmitt, he's so wild. Last time I got arrested, it's cause I freestyle. Last fucking time though, slow the beat down like this shit fucking vinyl. I could do this shit all the time though. I didn't even mean to change the beat, but I still do it. I said I'm still off the top and I'm still fluent like the water that be on the fucking carpet table. Yo, I'm gonna work with this the carpet table or the blanket. Yeah, you know they wanna leave me sanctioned. Yeah, you know that. I'ma flow on tracks. You never hold me back. I was in Caldwell, the same place as the cul-de-sac. I bet the street has a cul-de-sac. And yo, I'm bold with raps. Every time I do it, it's like I own my craft. It's like I hone my craft. I said you never gonna hold me back. And even if you do, I come with shit doper than that residue in a spoon. For the fucking dope fiends, and you know me, Illschmitt, spit it so clean. Yeah, and you know what it is, young kid laughing at all the counterfeits. Yo, we put that fucking work in. I said I'm underwater like a goddamn urchin. It's urgent when it comes to this. I said most motherfuckers can't fuck with this. Yo, reluctant shit that I really gotta spit though. I can get you high geeked out like the crystal meth motherfucker, and I come to my best. Yo, I'm rapping and I'm never out of breath cause I'm rapping with it. You know I'm popping up a capsule with it. Nah, I'm just kidding. I ain't even pop a capsule in like 2 fucking years. I could do this shit. I could do it so clear like I see fucking clear with my mind. I could do this shit so divine. You can fucking spit too if you wanna rhyme. Yo, Frank, you wanna rhyme? I could do this shit all the time. I could hydroplane like I got a flow. Yo, come on, Frank, hop in this shit. Show me how to go. Yo, Frank, how we do this? We just 2 kids talking about music. I'm so fucking.
Judas.
Oh, I'm trying.
With the motherfucking pool stick.
Ooh, pool stick. This shit look like a pool table. Yo, I said, every fool that enabled me in the past, yo, you can kiss my whole white ass. I do this shit. Shout out to my old homeroom in the classes. Brain like molasses. Every time I went to lunch, I was always on a damn fucking crime time crunch. I ain't never commit no crimes, but I can hop on mic and I spit the rhymes. I said, Mike Schmidt, he's so ill. Motherfuckers all know me when I was popping pills, but that's the old me, motherfucker. I could score on any goalie in it. Like, I'm looking at the fucking green. I'm feeling like I'm in a fucking dream right now. I'm feeling like Riff Raff, cracking my jacket and smoking shit, bending like acrobats, and I hit. Yo, how much time we get? Illschmitt, how much time we get?
I think Steve's about to go.
Oh, Steve's about to go. Every time we flow, I said it's never gonna stop, never gonna stop, never gonna stop. Yo, you get faded out like smoking pot. Yo, my brain evolved. Show these motherfuckers all I could play it though, like a damn episode, like a damn cartoon. I said, man, yo, when we gonna spark soon? I'm joking. I don't spark weed, but I do dark things. You only see in your nightmares. A nightmare for you is a dream for me. I do this shit. I make a scene, a harvest scene. You know, I'm harboring. I said I'm harboring. Runaway felons. What are those called? What are those people called? Not a what's
Harboring a felon.
no, not harboring a felon. Some other shit. A fugitive. Yo, I'm fugitive. I'm fugitive with the bars that I'm spitting. Yo, none of this shit's ever written, but I wonder if the mic could hear the beat. I'm just spitting out some pretty dreary things and saying shit that I don't even mean. I'm just an ex-dope fiend.
Shout out to Illschmitt.
Shout out to Illschmitty. Boom, boom, boom.
That's incredible, dude. You did a fantastic job, man.
Oh, thank you.
Hell yeah, dude. I could tell that you've done it for a while now. For sure. It's easy to
I mean,
tell.
like, there's some, like, choppy parts, some whatever, but, like, yo, catch me off a fucking microphone, or not a microphone, catch me off, like, a camera right there, and
2 slices of Mauricio.
off of 2 slices of Mauricio's and Neptune, fire. A garlic knot, chicken parmesan.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
That shit's crazy.
But, sometimes the freestyles are nice, sometimes the freestyles are aight.
I think that sounded great.
But I promise you that nothing I fucking spit was written.
Right.
Which maybe, like, some other people can't really say.
True that.
So hate if you want, but, like, I'm true to it.
Do you think a lot of people do that more?
Yeah.
They do, right? Yeah. All right, so
It's like go up there and make a fool of yourself or kill it. Either one.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to decide what I did.
all right, so some hypothetical questions for you, okay? 1, if you were to perform anywhere, like big time perform anywhere, where would it be?
I like a high school graduation.
A high school graduation?
Yeah.
Not
A graduation party.
graduation party. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Top 3 rappers of all time.
I don't know. Okay, so I guess we could bring it. When it comes to first of all, like Eminem is up there. Again,
Yeah.
like I may not listen to Eminem on a daily basis, but like top 3 rappers of all time. That's very subjective. It's like saying who's better, like fucking Jackson Pollock or fucking Leonardo da Vinci.
Well, that's the beauty of like any sort of art. It's all subjective, right?
But like maybe like 3 people that influenced me, right? And like I like consider like, you know, Idea, you know, on rhyme sayers, and then we got Eminem, and then who could take the 3rd place? I don't know. Again, it's like a very like broad question.
It is. It's a hard one because it's top 3, not even like a top 5. Like it's pretty narrowed down.
Fucking two extra people. No, but like again, like, you know, let me say like for the time being, because I'm having like a little of a brain fart, but you know, like Idea and Abilities, like that, like whole fucking, what is it, like In the Flesh album or whatever. It's pretty fucking, you know, influential on me when I was like in 8th grade, freshman year, like that dark shit. But let's do Idea, let's do Eminem, and then for the fucking 3rd, you know, shout out to fucking X. You know, like shout out to X, just because again, that's what I was listening to, and that was like kind of like an influence of mine when I was around this fucking time of my life of like spitting some controversial shit.
Okay, gotcha. Favorite subject in school that you enjoyed the most when you were there?
Lunch.
All right. Okay. All right.
I liked poetry class. That was like the one class I did pretty well in.
That makes sense.
I wanted to flex on my fucking student teacher.
All right, dude. I think that's it for the most part. Do you wanna plug in where they could find your music and everything?
Illschmitt, ILLSCHMITT. Just Google it.
Google it on there. You're on Spotify, Apple Music, and all that stuff. Yeah. Hell yeah, my man. All right, dude. What about Instagram? You want them to find you on Instagram?
Follow me on fucking Insta. Just Google Illschmitt and say what's up.
And it's all
say
right
hello.
there.
Give me a heart.
Hell yeah. All right, dude. I'm like I said, I'm proud.
You're
first
proud
time
of me?
meeting you, and I'm proud of you for everything that you've been doing and everything like that. And yeah, dude, keep on doing great things. Keep on making music. And yeah, dude, hope to see you soon. Hope to have you on again if I ever do start the podcast back up.
Dude,
again.
start the fucking podcast. Have me and See No Evil on here.
Yeah,
By the
and
way,
Johnny, we'll get all you guys.
Steve said he's down to rap.
Remember, Steve? We were gonna plan on doing something. We could still do that too if we want.
Yo, I'm saying though, like if we had like a whole cipher here, you should have seen it the other day. It was me, Rags, Schmidt, All Real, and this dude Chuck Glasses, I think his name was. But either way, it was fucking.
It was a nice, like, that's what I was talking about, a nice little cipher, like, outside of the Saint. Yeah, shout out to my sister, too.
Shout out to your sister?
Yeah.
Big support system there as well?
Yeah, I love my sister.
Hell yeah, man. Love it. All right, dude. But once again, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Steve, thank you as well. Johnny, here for the support. Love you, man. And all right, guys, that'll do it for us. So if you like this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And also follow us on Instagram at Podcast with Frank. I'll be posting clips of this podcast, among other projects, on there for you to check out. We're also on Facebook and Twitter at Frank Videos, so check us out there. And with all that being said, have a wonderful night, and peace out. This is the Bitburger Fest beer. Am I saying that right? Is that it? Okay, it's just spelled differently. All right, let's try this one out. Cheers.
It's kind of got some spice. I'm picking up like a clove. I sound like a jerk off. I sound like a piece of shit.
I don't call that, but
What the fuck is a clove?
I don't know. I just know. I just know it's a pumpkin pie.
See, I like this one way better.
yeah.
That one's smoother.
So yeah, so I mean, like,
Way
initially,
smoother,
it's
less
like
bitter. Yeah.
Yeah. Germans.
fucking. They know what they're doing
They know what
anyway.
they're doing.
Yeah.
Been brewing this shit for 1,000 goddamn years.
I'll give that. I gave the other one a 7. I'll give this. I'll give it a 7.5.
I think I'm right there with you. I think 7.5 is a good number for this one. This one I like, but it didn't blow me away, you know. So
Say 7.
I'm gonna go with 6.6.